Today we're going to be talking about using while, continue, and break in a Python program. Now we got some basic facts here to go over. First off, the while operator loops until a particular condition is false. There's a test that's right at the very top of a while loop, and it checks to see if that condition is false before it goes through the next iteration. Now continue skips the rest of the current iteration and goes back to the top of the loop for the next iteration. And then break jumps completely out of the loop. Okay, we have an example here, or some examples. We have variable x equals 0, and then while x is less than or equal to 2, that's the condition. It's going to go through these statements. It's going to print the value of x here before adding. Then it's going to add 1 to x, and then it's going to print what x is after adding, and it's going to loop through that. Okay, so this is what that portion of the code, the output of it looks like. X value before adding, so it's 0, and then we add 1 to that, makes it 1. Then it loops back up to the top and says x value before adding is 1. Then it adds 1 to it, and then that brings it up to 2. That's what it displays after that happens. Then it goes back up to the top and then goes down to the x value before adding is 2, and then it adds 1 to it. That brings it up to 3. Okay, we've got the next while loop down here, and that's going to set x back to 0. And then while x is less than or equal to 3, it adds 1 to x, and then it checks to see if x is 2. And if x is 2, it's going to print not printing x, and it's going to go into continue. When it does that, it's going to go back up to the top of the while, and then it's going to add 1 to it. That's of course going to make it 3, and then it goes down and skips the condition because it's not 2, and then prints x. The output of that, of course, it prints the 1, and then when it's 2 is true with the x equals 2, and so it drops into the not printing x, and then goes up to the top of the while loop again, and then goes to another iteration, and it's going to be 3, and then it goes through another iteration, and it will be 4. This next one, we set x to be 0, while x is less than or equal to 3, we add 1 to it. If x equals to 2, it's going to do print will not finish loop, do the break, and then it completely exits out of the loop when it's 2. But before that, it would, of course, if x is not 2, it would go straight down and execute the statement print x equals 1. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to our YouTube presentation. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment at the bottom of the YouTube video. Thank you.